gosh, I actually cannot believe that we are officially halfway through 2022. We've done 6 months. It's literally mind-blowing to me. If you saw my monthly reset video for April, you will know that I just absolutely love routines and lists and planning and organising and goal setting. And I said in that video that I hate the fact that I love the lead up to New Year so much because I feel such a sense of excitement and ambition for my life before I hit January 1st, but why should that feeling just be reserved for once a year? So if you saw my April monthly reset video, you'll know that I have a bit of a method or a framework for the way that I like to do my monthly resets. And it is a framework that has 3 key steps. Super easy, the simplest thing ever to remember and follow. But I split up my monthly reset into pause, reflect, and plan. Now, I did my first one in April, then nothing happened in May. And I actually haven't uploaded a YouTube video in about 6 weeks now. So first of all, thank you so much to everybody that has stuck around and all the people that have newly subscribed, even though I haven't been uploading. I appreciate it so much. But yes, my life took a total curveball and I didn't see it coming at all, and it completely knocked me for 6. And when that happens, we just have to focus on ourselves. But I thought, with the beginning of a new month coming, what better time to reset my life and get started again in the ways that I know make me feel so good. So I'm on holiday, I'm in Greece, it's a solo trip, my first ever solo trip. So for step 1 of the monthly reset framework, pause, well, what better place to do that? So I've just finished my first day here in Corfu, which is why I've just had a shower, I've got my glass of wine, and I'm just about to start getting ready for dinner. I spent an entire day today lounging by the pool and on the beach and just honestly just writing everything down, just journaling all day, thinking about everything that's happened over the last 6 weeks and everything that I want to happen over the next month before July. And it's been honestly such an amazing time. And again, if you haven't seen my April monthly reset video, I advocate the pause section so much when it comes to setting goals. I think before you dive straight into setting new goals, it's really important to take a beat and think about what is really important in your life, what is important to you and your personality. I think sometimes we can get really swept up in other people's goals when we see certain things on social media, on TikTok and Instagram, and we think, oh yeah, I want that, because they've done such a good job of marketing whatever it is. When actually, if you take a minute to really reflect on what is special and important to you, I think it's a really important step before you dive straight into goal setting. So I've had my pause day today, and before you do any goal setting, or if you choose to do a monthly reset as well, pause is the best time because it's a day just for you. If you can't get a whole day, as many hours as you can manage, but a day or a few hours that is just for you to sit and think and reflect and do activities that make you feel you, whether that's getting out in nature or watching your favorite films or reading your favorite books or doing a workout or eating your favorite foods, whatever it is, just some time that is for you. I think none of us really spend enough time with just ourselves. So I really recommend that stage. Then we move on to step 2, reflect. Now, this is usually not as complex as it is for me on this occasion. Normally, I think about 3 things that I am really proud of from the last month and 3 things that I am not so proud of or things that I'd like to improve in the following month. So that is what I would recommend that you do, unless things have not been so great and you haven't loved the last month of your life. So for me, I have been through a breakup. I didn't see it coming. I was completely naive to it. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I was just so happily in love, but I didn't see it coming and it completely knocked me for 6. So on this occasion, I will not be doing the 3 things that I'm not proud of, because I think that it's just important that when life deals us cards that we didn't want, that we just have to be extra kind to ourselves. And it's up to each of us individually to reflect on whether there are things that we could be more stringent with ourselves with, like, oh, come on, I know I can stop ordering Deliveroos and try and cook more food from home. And there's other things where we go, actually, you've had a tough time, be easy on yourself, just get the Deliveroo if it helps you get through the week. So we all just have to take our own judgment call on that. But yes, I've been through a breakup. So for me, the 3 things that I'm really proud of the last month. 1, I just survived. I made it through, the world kept on turning, and life is fine, everything is fine, and everything will be fine. And if you have also been through a breakup or you're going through one now, honestly, my heart pours out to you. It is so unbearably tough. Step 2, I have invested so much time in my friends, and that has just been amazing. I've strengthened friendships that I didn't even necessarily know could be strengthened. I've spent time with my best friends, just laughing and venting and just having the best time ever. And the third thing that I'm really proud of the last month is that even though most of my goals from April pretty much went out the window, one of them was to start cooking more and ordering takeout less. And I have done that. I have been cooking far more. Flat is obviously all mine now, which is so special. I've bought myself some new pans and some new cook stuff, and I've just been loving cooking in there. So I'm really, really proud of myself that I did manage to keep to one of my goals, which was amazing. And then the third part of my framework is plan. And this is where you think about the goals that you want to set for the upcoming month. So once you've had your time to pause and really get back to who you truly are as a person, you've reflected on the last period of your life and what went well and what didn't go so well, and then you can start planning for the future once you've really built that strong foundation in the first 2 steps. So, plan for me. And I'm so thankful that I'm feeling in a good place where I can start to make plans, because for me, when things are completely chaotic, I just hate it. I hate it, and I love being able to make lists and plan. And again, if you've been through a breakup, you'll know that it feels like your entire life has been uprooted, and it's difficult to know what's going to be next for you, especially if you've been in a relationship for a really long time like I had. It just feels like that is your life. So for plan, you can also set these goals in whichever format you like, whatever works best for you. I quite like to split my plan goals into 3 sections. I have financial goals, health goals, and then personal/career goals, and I'll flex that last bucket depending on which area I really want to focus on. Or I'll have 4 categories if I feel like personal and career need their own focus. So financial goals. Obviously, a lot of my financial goals for April don't apply now. The first one does. I wanted to make sure that I had a certain amount of savings by the end of the year, and I'm making really good progress towards that, which is brilliant. A lot of the costs in my life have doubled. Really wanted to buy a new television because ours was actually secondhand from my parents. And obviously the cost of that has now doubled, whereas usually we'd spend, we'd halve it each. Now, if I want to buy a new TV, I have to buy it all for myself. So it's just adjusting financially to that is a bit of a goal, to get used to that and then to continue to save this month. And then my last one from April was around wanting to get a car, but obviously that won't happen now. So I'm perfectly happy to scrap that, to be honest, because if you remember in my April one, I did know there were a lot of reasons not to get one. I just wanted one to be able to visit different family members that live around the country. But I think I can reintroduce that goal a bit later on in the year once I'm more kind of financially stable as an independent, and I can go from there. So my financial goals this time, I've just got one: to continue saving and progressing towards my personal savings target for the end of the year, which hasn't changed. 2, health. My health goals, I'm really happy, as I mentioned, that I've been continuing to cook. I really want to keep that up and to continue to cook lovely food from home. I haven't managed, as you can imagine, to grow all the produce that I wanted to grow in my garden, so that is such a bummer. And I will plant some stuff ready for the autumn, but by and large, I've missed the planting season now for the summer. Having said that, I have been nurturing the herbs that I planted last year, and my herb garden is going really strong. So I'm making an effort to make sure that I cook with all of my herbs from my herb garden, because I've got rosemary and chives and Greek thyme and mint. My mint is actually looking quite bleak, but the others are all doing really strong. So I'm continuing to cook with those and reframing that as my cooking with produce goal kind of ticked. And then the second one around health is, of course, fitness related. I've mentioned so many times that I struggle with maintaining consistency when it comes to fitness, but that is one of the things that breakups just seem to always encourage you to do. I have been doing more exercise than I've done in so long, so I really want to keep that up. I really want to make sure that I keep working out, and I am getting into, feels a bit early to call it a rhythm, but sometimes I'm doing 3 days a week, and I really want to be able to keep that up, doing 3 days a week, and on the days that I don't do an actual workout, I get in some kind of movement that just keeps my body moving and doesn't leave me just sitting inside a bit stale all day because I do a job that's on a laptop. So that's my financial and my health goals, and then my final goals are around personal/career. So career goals, I don't have any major ones for this month. I mean, my 9 to 5 job is going well. I do have some ambitions around switching projects, and then for YouTube, I really want to get back onto it. As I mentioned in April, I love the process of making and editing a YouTube video so much, and now is the time in my life to focus on doing the things that I love. So I really want to get back to doing that weekly, and this is my first go at that, which it's great that I'm doing it, even if it was very spontaneously decided. And then otherwise, it is to continue to invest in the friendships that I have really strengthened and to continue to make new friends. So just continuing to be more sociable. Like, I've already met so many amazing new people over the last 6 weeks, and I want to continue to do that because I'm just having so much fun with it. And that is it. Those are my goals for June. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to stick to those. I'm really excited about June. I've done a lot of healing over the last 6 weeks, and enough is enough. It is time to hit June hard and be super productive and progress towards the things that I really want in my life. Whether that is feeling healthy, feeling strong connections with my friends, or managing to have a good pot of savings behind me, I am really excited for June. So if you do decide to try the pause, reflect, plan method, please let me know. I absolutely love it. I know so many of you loved it for April. So let me know if you use it and if you like it. And other than that, I will obviously be vlogging my holiday in Greece, and that will be up in a week. So I will see you then. But apart from that, I hope you all have a lovely week. Bye guys.